Welcome everyone. I will be giving you tips and tricks for the two-player event. This is the second video on my YouTube channel, but I will go more into depth. I have played a lot of it the past few days. I have like a 70% cash rate and only like a 40% win rate. Winning is quite hard, but I can give you some basic tips and tricks. First of all, Fursu tenpai is so strong. Basically, the opponent don't declare Riichi or tenpai when you are the first to tenpai. So the first to tenpai is very important. You are basically going for full efficiency always, and because there's also no defending. And in terms of caching, you always cache the Tao that has the highest steal in rate, basically. So it's like opposite of like playing a Hansan or playing a Tompusen and it's only a game. You're always caching the highest steal in rate Tao. And if you know Shuchi, you also know what is non-Shuchi and Topomu Shuchi. That is the core principle of this game mode. You just always have to pick the most dangerous style that deals in. And Shuchi refers to an interval. For example, if there is a 6 interpond, the Naiman can't deal into a ramen, and the 3-man doesn't deal into a ramen. So our opponent will be likely picking like 5-so, 6-so, well, 4, 5, 6 man. So it's a 6-pin. Also Tapomushuchi, they are always just picking the middle tiles, which means that the outside weights, the single weights are really strong, like the 7, 8, 9 weights, Ono weights are very strong. And the way to get a bad weight is basically just go for a Kansan or go for a Tanki, a single weight, a pair weight. And then you have a way higher chance to Shimo because our opponent just catches middle towers, it has the highest steal in rate, but we are waiting on just this 7 so it's very unlikely to be cast. If tournament catches something, it's a 4-so or like the 6-so, and the 7-so will almost never get cast in the first like 6 caches. And our opponent casts 4-so, so the 7-so will almost never get cast. It's as good as like a random honor tile in terms of deal in. This video is mostly focused around just this game mode catching the opponent's weight. It's not really focused for winning the 1v1. I don't think that is really like necessary or at all. Like it's probably just more, you are probably also just playing the game mode to catch the weight instead of trying to win the 1v1. Honitsa is very bad here because it will be really obvious what we are waiting for. We will cut the green dragon, keep the 5-man and then try to fake our saves. They got a ramen here for 5-man, which usually means that they can have another ramen, but most likely it's just going to be some random tanky. But we can't really catch a random tanky because there are still too many tiles left. So we just cast the middle tiles 4, 5, 6 basically. In the suit that I haven't discarded yet, unfortunately we didn't cast it. Another way to win basically, or to reduce your opponent's value, is to catch like Dora, because they can't win on Dora if you catch it. If you catch a ramen, they can't win with Pinfu, or like they can still win with Pinfu, but if all the ramens are out, they can't win with Pinfu. This 4-pin is Tapomushichi, the 1-pin is still live, the 7-pin is still live. This is the highest steal intel. So we cast the 4-pin. If they have a random tanky, a single weight, they will also not tsumo that quickly, so that is good for us. We are kind of forced to just take the 6-man with the last Tapomushuchi tile, and then there's the ramen. The 6 did have a pretty high, was pretty cool, but I didn't think overlapping ramen would be that common. But anyway, we cast the weight correctly, but it took a while. But this is kind of just a strategy. If you read single weights, you can actually cash some single weights. It's not the worst, but you usually want to pick at least one middle tile, just in case they're waiting on a middle tile, and then you cash one tanky or one random on a tile to execute that as well. If you have the worst weights are the middle tile pad weights, the 4, 5, 6 single weights, because people will cast a ramen, a two-sided weight, but you are actually waiting on a sabo instead. So you choose your win rates by a lot, and it will just get cast. So the 4-6 mon here is like the worst final weight. So if we can wait, or if we can switch the weight, we will probably not clear tenpai, and we will probably just try to get another weight, because you can't win if your opponent catches your weight anyway, and there's almost no point in the clearing tenpai or Riichi if you have a very obvious weight. If it's pretty obvious that it's getting cast, this is a Tora discard, they can still have monster, it's not going to be 2-5. We can cast like an 8-month Sabo, the Tora Sabo. We can cast the 6-pin Tapo Mushuchi. I think we cast the Tapo Mushuchi. The 3-pin, the 3-6 and the 6-9 are both live. So we just cast the 6-pin for the ramen here. So the most obvious cast here is the 6-pin, and then we deny the Sansaku pretty big hand, but this is just how to play the game. It's not like that we can really read the weight. Sometimes you can, but most of the time you're just taking the most realistic weight. If it's like Honitsu, then it's just obvious. Like you can have like a fake Honitsu where you have 4 blocks in one suit, and then you have a tanky in the other one, but you're also reducing a lot of value of your hand value that way. You have a nice hand if you get a 6-pin. The 6-pin Kanson is like the way that we actually kind of wanted. It's still a middle tile, but it doesn't. It's not a 3-6. Like it's probably about as good. Now there's a 2-5 mon, probably not lower so can be like still pincer ramens, can be 1-4-6-9 mon. I think we're casting the 6 mon because it's the Tora ramen. So we cast the 6 mon here, and then it can be some random pincer, but I think I just go for 6 so because of this Urasuchi of this 2 so, but it is just a random cast basically. So hopefully we get more information, and Tournament doesn't shimo. The social Shuchis are all out, 1-4-pin is still left, and the 4-7-pin is still left, and then we have to cast 4 mon, which eliminates all ramens. And then if it's not 1-4 mon or 4-7, we will cast the pinsu weights. The bad shaped pinsu weights are the things that we would cast. Toyman here could cast 4-pin for 2-5, but they chose the bad weight, which is actually good in this format, because I would cast a 5-pin if they got a 4-pin, and then like they can't win on that. So it's kind of just reducing your hand value, taking the worst weight. It's just how you should play the game. Well, there's just like if you want to win your hand, that is, because if your hand gets cash, you just don't get any points. Basically, you lose points, or like your opponent gains points. Chito, it's a 7 pairs is like the strongest Yaku here. So if you get like 7 pairs, it's just so broken. You're not going to open, I think. You can see like the speed of our opponent, but we don't really care, because like we don't have to defend. We can sometimes eat E something or tenpai, but it really doesn't matter. I don't think they have a pin to wait. Perhaps 1-4 mon, 6-9 mon. They can have like the 1-4, but I think we are guessing like the monster. It can be also just 1-pin Sabo or 1-4, but I guess the 4 is pretty good cast though, and then we can cast ramen 6-9 mon, well 1-4. We have 2-3 mon, so we are casting the upper monster instead of the lower monster. I don't think they have a pincer weight. Like Manso can steal 2 in. So Kansan? Nah, I think we are just catching the 6, so then because it's still double Mushuchi, we can try to 1 so. Because the rest is all pretty out, or like either Sotokawa, which means that they discarded it early. Kinda have to just cast this 4-7. Well, like it's just some random weight, and then it's really awkward. They got a south, a tune. I can't really cast the honors. I guess we can cast the east. I can technically still have a ramen and pinsu, but I really don't think they have a pinsu weight. But let's see what they have. A Teriso. Teriso 7 man. This is like the ultimate weight, like not 4, 5, 6 pet weight. That is like this is so hard to cast because we are basically casting a single weight, which is slightly better, which can win on 4 tiles at most. He might have painful hands, which is kind of bad in this format. We are E-something here for ramen. It sucks, but we have to keep this 5. So if we Sakigi this 5, so our weight is too obvious. They will just cast the other so the 6-9 1-4 will be instantly cast. If we keep this 5, so if we throw the 4 or if we throw the 6, we can cut the 2 or the 8 respectively. They got a shape here. He's just going for middle social here. They can have a donkey weight, but like there's nothing else to cast than middle tiles here. Oh my god, we cast wrong social. The wrong social here. It was 4-7 and we cast 5-6. It's Honitsu. Like I would go Honitsu here if it was like a normal normal gameplay, but like it's just too obvious if you have a full Honitsu. It's too waiting for. You can have a donkey in the other suit. We can fake the Honitsu, I think. We can fake it. We can donkey on like an 8 so or something. Oh my god. The Honitsu is really coming together. Oh no, it's E something. It's also Cheeto, it's E something. But this is tenpai, but hopefully it's not too obvious that we are waiting on a flush and not another 6 man. It would be really weird to be waiting on another 6 man. They're catching 2 monster towers, the other monster ramen. Okay, we sumo. Okay, good for us. The way was kinda good. The way second is hard to cast, and this 9 man is also kinda hard to cast without C. It's more about just casting your weight than maximizing your value in this game mode for sure. I played it yesterday on stream as well, and I just tried to take the most degenerate weight. Because you can't win when your opponent casts your weight, so it's just ultra bad to be on like a 4-sided weight or a 5-sided weight or an obvious Honitsu or an obvious Raku. There's almost no reason to just declare tenpai, by the way, because like with Riichi you also declare tenpai, you lose 1000 points, but you have just way better, you just can make more value if they don't cast it. Kinda surprised that they didn't cast the monster 5-8 because there's a 4 man in our pond. And then the Urasuchi is just very fast, the 5-8 per head, but it's kinda sort of cover on this 3, so the 5-8 is just a very easy cast here, unfortunately for us. The 4-pin 5-man, 4-pin it is. So this is the last 5 tiles that we can win on, and then Tournament just catches 5-man because it's the last middle tile. And then the hand is over basically. This is Nakatsuchi, I don't know. There's a 3 and a 9, which makes the 6 very safe. And if I had like a 5-7 shape, I would be waiting on the Tora instead, cutting the 5. Like, I think there's definitely some skill to it to be able to catch it like faster. But in the end, most people will just catch the weight naturally because you get a lot of turns if your opponent doesn't tsumo. You get a lot of turns to catch basically, and you're always catching the middle towers, and then you can eliminate like 80% of the weight, and then you have just a very high win rate on defense, which is also reflected in the scores. It's like I have like 70% defense versus. We are catching the 9 here. Like the 6 is Tapo Musuchi, but we are catching the 9 Sampon with the Toras because of the cut here. It can be 5 Sabo as well, but that one is less likely. But what else? It can technically be still 5-8, but I think I'm just catching a monster Tapo Musuchi with the 5-man. Or 7 Urasuchi, I guess we can catch the 4-man for the 4-7 and the 1-4. Kinda have to catch like the 5-pin Sabo and then the 5-8 Ramen here. Then we can go like 5 so here, which is still Tapo Musuchi. Perhaps 8 so would be slightly better because it's always never going to be 2-4 2-5, so we have to catch like the Ramen here. There's no other thing that we can catch. It can be cons on 18, but I think we are just better off catching the Ramens here. You also have 35 months, making it more likely to queue in. We catch 18 cons on next. The 7-pin was really unrelated. It can technically be 3-pin console, but or 4-pin console, but I don't think so. What can it be? 8-man, 9-man. It is some very bad way. Okay, it's 8-man. Not very bad weight. But it's just how you play the game basically. They almost had a Sanseku, yeah. They probably like you can take yeah, they almost had Sanseku, so but he catch the weight. It's just like roulette at that point because I can't just catch any Tao and it's like there's not that much difference. I want to go Chitoi here. Like the form in ranked is okay. I think we are just going to press the win button here. If we are waiting on middle tower, we wouldn't wait on middle tower, but the 7, 8, 9 is basically a terminal. Like the 5-man is Tapo Musuchi is a middle tower. They will catch another middle tower. The 6-man. The 7 is actually so good. Like usually you don't want to wait on the 7, but here is actually just pretty broken. Another middle tower here, and another one probably. If they catch 17, they are stream sniping for sure. They catch a best donkey, but like I can be waiting for any random donkey. Like east, not the east donkey, not the east. No, I have 2 white dragons. Have fun, tournament. The problem here is we can't really win on a. It's really hard to win on a single weight with a Tito, so you don't have a weight choice. Just guessing the wins. Now it's Sushi as well. It can still do into like a pension, some form technically as well. Fighting Nakasuchi special. Hall of Sushi still goes into a ramen. Perhaps they guess a 17 here. It's a 19. Oh, they guess it here. Okay. I guess nothing is left, so that is just bad. They guess it. But it took them so long. We had like 20,000 or something to Shimo or even more, so that is kind of what we want. And we'll be playing one more, I think, just for the video. And let's see if we can win here against Room B. Oh my, we are forcing our 7 pairs again. We can take, like in ranked, it's just going to be Pong Fiesta, Pong Happy here, but like, it's just so bad to open for Honitsu, because we just get cash. We are Honitsu Chito is something, but we will take some random donkey in another suit. We are faking the Honitsu, and then we will be waiting on something else. That is a strategy. That is just a strategy. It looks like Honitsu my pawn. Junkan. Oh no, we have Honitsu now. It might be too obvious. We kinda need a tiny the other suit. We need something else because it's too obvious. We still don't want middle towers. If we get like anything else. Okay. Yeah, it's just getting cast, but like the 6-man might be cast earlier than this 9-man because it's still terminal sushi or terminal tower. So it will be 6-man or the middle tower. So the 9-man tank is still okay here, I think. 4 or 5. They see the Honitsu casting 2 monster towers. And then the 6-man is next, and then we are golden basically, because if they catch the 6-man they won't be getting the 9-man that easily, because it's Sushi now. It can only deal into a donkey and Sabo. But I think they will catch a monster. Yeah, they will catch a monster because they are leading the Honitsu. It's kinda bad for us. We gotta wait for like some random other suit donkey, but now they might be catching like 5 or something. 7-man, 8-man, 8-man, not the 9, not the 9. Wait, the 8 is already in my pawn. Okay, they will catch the 9. Oh, they catch a team donkey. Okay, that's my name. But the strat is actually just to be on like an offsuit donkey here. On some random donkey. Not in your Honitsu suit. So you don't have Honitsu. 9-man perhaps next. We have enough value without Honitsu, but it's so funny if we can actually win on this 9-man. But the 9-man is the only monster tower left. It might actually get cast here. Because there's not much left. There's nothing left, so this 9-man is just going to get cast right here. I can't be waiting on the Tune. Wait, they cast the Tune, but they have an Ankan of it. Like, they cast Kokushi. They cast Kokushi because they have an Ankan there. But still sitting here, but we are nearing ryuukyoku, so no win for us. How often can they guess? Like, what is left? Okay, yeah, good for them. Nice snipe, but you had like 20 guesses. The EP code Chito, EP code doesn't get counted with Chito anyway. The terminal towers are just so strong for a final weight, and then you really kind of want to avoid the middle weights, but if you get a middle tower, if you get something in the middle, you just have to press the Riichi button. Hopefully your opponent doesn't catch your weight immediately, and then you have some chance of sumo, but it's not the best for sure. You rather have like some weird tanky. This 6-0 is very weak. It's a middle tower as well. We are not going to take tenpai. We might not be forced to tenpai, but this is a counter that you take. But the 6-0 is so weak. It's a middle tower. If you had like a Riichi, this was have a mom will likely also get cast, but at least we have some value. We can actually tsumo as well if they don't cast it right here. Okay, they didn't cast. It was always kind of odd that they cast therefore. So because it's very safe, it doesn't even do Kansan and Sotokawa on this too, so but now we are dead basically. Was wait what 5 so now 4-man is the next tower probably. There's nothing left, so 4-man I expect the 4-man cast. We can cast what they will cast, but like we don't get any points. It would be fun if we can block their cast, but like it would be really OP. It would be really OP because you can block your weight that way, but it's really predictable what people are going to cast. It's actually really predictable, and like that is also why you can really play around your opponent's caches, or like by taking a cheat toy weight instead, or just taking a very bad weight. You have also less chance to win yourself, but you can't win when your opponent caches your weight. We have almost our favorite weight here. Our favorite weight, one Scott. Like one Scott doesn't really matter, but pair cut across. That's cost so sure. Collab. Also it's Collab? I don't know. Unfortunately backfire. You can't be Fusion in this game mode, so don't attempt to go Fusion. Or you can go Fusion, but you can't clear Riichi or tenpai. Chunman is doing the same thing as me, but they got the pair. They are going home each, but they're probably forcing monsters or something. I'm really not sure. This pair card really eliminates a lot of. It's Chikoku. I can't press the Chikoku donkey here. If there were 2 left, I would probably go for the Tsun here, but you also need to win on Sumo. Also, next guess? Oh, 6-man. A lot have been out, but to take guess like the random East tank is the last win. There are still the White Dragon and the East left as honors. If they suspect an honor, 6-0. 4-0 next. 4-0 next, yes. Okay, we Tsumo here. It's not with Ura, but it's always, if you win, it's always with Tsumo, so that is also kinda nice. If you have Riichi, that is. If you have an open hand, Tsumo doesn't really do much for you. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. Kokushi's 13 offense is also like, it's like the most broken thing here in this game mode for sure, but it's really hard to get Kokushi. Because you don't actually have more trolls than normal. You only get more trolls when you are really early to tenpai, because you basically troll the remaining wall and remaining tiles from the wall. Because your opponent doesn't throw any tiles when you clear tenpai. So you have some very long discard bombs if you are very early to tenpai. It's almost impossible to not cash, or like to not cash your weight after like 12 tau caches. There are only 34 taus, and there are all taus in my discards as well. I want to go pairs again. If you can pairs, it would be nice. balancing our opportunities with the 6 bean. Okay, we are forcing pairs. I don't think the Akagi trap works in this game mode, so don't attempt it. Because if he got a 5, the 6 will just get cast. He will wait. In ranked, I wouldn't discard this 4 pin. I think I wouldn't discard the 4 pin. I would go something like 9 so or something. Well, something like that to keep like a normal hand. Give me tenpai king. You don't want middle towers, you also feared on the 6 pin. Ryuukyoku kinda sad to end the game like this, but that is it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, just ask me in the comments below. And just leave a like as well if you enjoyed it. He dropped down to like 65%. He cast 19 casts out of 29 times. That is it from me today. I will see you in another episode or another video.